Beyond Persistence: Rethinking Failure, Effort, and Success. Through a psychological lens. Abstract, contemporary culture frequently promotes the belief that persistence, hard work, and the willingness to endure adversity inevitably lead to success. Popular expressions such as "never give up" and "hard work always pays off" have become deeply embedded in educational, professional, and self-improvement narratives. While these messages encourage resilience, they often oversimplify the complex relationship between effort and outcomes. This paper challenges 3 common assumptions regarding achievement and psychological well-being: that failure is always purely distressing, that persistence guarantees success, and that working beyond one's perceived capability is inherently productive. It argues instead that success is shaped by multiple interacting factors, many of which lie outside individual control. A central thesis is that individuals frequently mistake subjective psychological experiences, such as effort, determination, exhaustion, and relief, for objective indicators of success. Philosophical traditions from Stoicism to existentialism and epistemology suggest that this confusion is long-standing but misleading. The psychology of failure. Why failure can produce mental relaxation. Modern society often assumes that failure is purely negative, yet psychological experience reveals a more complex reality. In many cases, failure can bring a form of mental relaxation by ending prolonged uncertainty and cognitive strain. Anticipatory anxiety often weighs more heavily on the mind than the outcome itself, and once an outcome is known, even if negative, individuals may experience relief simply because ambiguity has ended. Failure, in this sense, is not only an endpoint of striving, but also a release from sustained psychological tension. This perspective aligns with Stoic philosophy. Epictetus advised, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens," emphasizing the psychological burden of attempting to control what is ultimately uncontrollable. Seneca similarly observed that we suffer more often in imagination than in reality, highlighting how anticipation can generate more distress than actual outcomes. From this view, failure may function not only as loss, but also as the cessation of uncertainty, producing unexpected cognitive relief even when the result is undesirable. Persistence without guarantees. Persistence is widely regarded as a key predictor of success, yet it is often mistakenly treated as sufficient in itself. In reality, persistence increases the probability of success, but does not determine it. Outcomes are shaped by numerous interacting factors, including timing, opportunity, resources, environment, chance, and information, many of which lie outside individual control. Karl Popper's epistemological insight that we learn from our mistakes highlights the value of failure as feedback, but learning alone does not guarantee success. Existential philosophy similarly emphasizes the lack of certainty in human striving. Albert Camus, reflecting on the myth of Sisyphus, wrote that the struggle itself toward the heights is enough to fill a man's heart, suggesting that meaning can exist independently of outcomes. Within this framework, persistence maintains possibility, but it does not ensure achievement. The myth of effort, when hard work is not enough. A related misconception is the belief that working beyond one's perceived capability is inherently productive. In many cultural contexts, intensity of effort is equated with effectiveness, yet this assumption fails to distinguish effort from learning. High exertion does not automatically translate into improvement unless accompanied by feedback, adaptation, and refinement of strategy. William James emphasized this distinction when he wrote, "The great thing then in all education is to make our nervous system our ally instead of our enemy," underscoring the importance of structured adaptation over sheer intensity. Nietzsche further observed that he who has a why to live can bear almost any how, highlighting that direction and meaning shape endurance more than effort alone. Without learning and adjustment, effort risks becoming repetitive rather than transformative. Toward a more complete model of success. Success is better understood as an emergent outcome arising from multiple interacting factors, including effort, strategy, feedback, learning, adaptability, environmental conditions, opportunity, and randomness. No single factor is sufficient on its own, and success cannot be reduced to persistence or hard work alone. Daniel Kahneman's work on judgment and cognition demonstrates how easily subjective experience can be mistaken for objective reality. As he noted, nothing in life is as important as you think it is while you are thinking about it, illustrating how intensity of experience distorts perceived significance. Nassim Nicholas Taleb similarly emphasizes the role of uncertainty and randomness in shaping outcomes, challenging narratives that attribute success solely to effort or merit. Subjective experience versus objective progress. A central issue underlying these observations is the gap between subjective psychological experience and objective progress. Internal states such as exhaustion, determination, frustration, and relief are psychologically real but not reliable indicators of achievement. Epictetus captured part of this distinction when he wrote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters," though reaction should not be confused with outcome itself. From this perspective, feeling exhausted does not necessarily indicate meaningful progress, feeling determined does not guarantee success, and feeling relief after failure does not imply that failure is desirable. These experiences reflect psychological state, not necessarily external performance. Implications for understanding achievement. These distinctions have important implications for education, work, and personal development. Systems that equate effort with success risk reinforcing inefficient strategies, while approaches that emphasize feedback, adaptation, and iterative learning are more likely to produce meaningful improvement. Aristotle's broader philosophy of excellence supports this distinction by emphasizing function and purpose rather than effort alone, suggesting that achievement depends on alignment between action and context rather than intensity in isolation. Conclusion. Persistence remains valuable, but it is not sufficient. Effort is necessary, but not decisive. Struggle is meaningful, but not always productive. A more accurate principle emerges: persist when learning occurs, adapt when it does not, and judge progress by improvement rather than by effort or emotional intensity. As Camus suggests, meaning can exist even in the absence of guaranteed success, but meaning and success are not the same. The key philosophical insight is that human beings are not reliable interpreters of their own success in real time. Recognizing the gap between subjective experience and objective outcome is essential for a more realistic and psychologically grounded understanding of achievement. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We are on the road to 1 million subscribers. Please join us for the journey. Special thanks to the 140,000 who did subscribe.